Burping. Jesus. Oh, God. Fucking. I'm burping, you're sneezing, I'm shitting, you're pissing. Like,
putting everything we have into it. I was on the latest 60 cycle or whatever, like Ryan farted into the mic. The Stavros style.
Jesus.
So, that's how you know they listen to Come Down. Over there
exactly.
At 60 cycle. Loving the bits. So I'm gonna sneeze into the mic. I'm gonna leave that in.
All right.
Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
So, for the opening news monologue.
Oh yeah.
I'm ready. There's nothing. There was nothing worth really like kind of even riffing on. So it's like there was no joke. I went to guitar.com. I guess I could have gone to other websites.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 stories, and we talked about it on the previous episode and guitar.com posted them. So they had other writers writing about the Noel Gallagher Gibson.
Dang, dude.
There's a Noel Gallagher Gibson coming out. There's a Noel Gallagher Epiphone Gibson coming out. Noel Gallagher, made by this luthier. I'm like, that's the same fucking story 3 times, you dickheads. Jesus Christ. These fucking journos, man. You gotta fucking get them and, like, get them by the balls. That's what we're doing here. Podcast form. We're taking it to the streets.
Well, I think it's funny. You click on some of these, it's like the title, guitarists are raving about this $58 pedal John Mayer used on tour. And then I'm scrolling. Where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Ads.
Yeah. There we go. An Aria Echo. Is that the one? Anna Echo. Okay.
What's that?
Jesus.
That's the
I don't know.
Yeah, Anna Echo. Oh, I think that's like a Mooer or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a cheap. Yeah, it sure looks like a cheap little pedal.
Anal Echo.
But
hello.
Where's the
L? Just blown out.
Anal cavity echo.
Because it's analog echo. What are you thinking about, you sicko?
Oh shit! Sorry, analog.
Man, yeah.
Anyways,
it was Sean Wright's joke that anal log.
Analog
instead of analog. That's pretty good, actually. You should bring that back. Analog pedals. Yes. So, anyways, not a whole lot of news, I guess. So I'll ask you about your what's new, but I guess the one other thing was the Fulltone thing. Like he's shutting down the California factory or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't want to harp on that too much because I did talk with humble brag here with my buddy Scott Hamilton over the FX Loop podcast. They're definitely more of a news-based guitar podcast, and kind of went over that, talking about how not go listen to the episode, but basically kind of some of the thoughts are like it's probably not the end of Fulltone, and to me, I do love the idea of people just like, I have an $80 pedal I'm going to sell for $600 and everybody's doing it. Or
you hope someone bites.
Yeah. Because I had an OCD and I sold it for like $85. And I like definitely
you shouldn't have sold that, dude. Just
no, definitely nobody should in their right mind will buy a fucking Fulltone OCD when they have like thousands and thousands of them. It's not a rare pedal.
No.
They were at Guitar Center, for God's sake. Like they were in major retail locations. It's like, yeah. So that's I think is the funniest because people are like going to be like, oh yeah, there's going to be the everyday guitarist that like catches wind of something thinking that they have a Klon in their hands. No, bro, you don't. You have a like comparable to like a Ibanez Tube Screamer in your hands, like a TS9 in your hands, which not bad pedals, but anyway. So we definitely, I guess that was the most popular news item or whatever. I tackled that, Yeah,
maybe Scott. Next week it'll be a little stronger of a news item.
Yeah, because I had an OCD and I sold it for like $85. And I like definitely nobody.
Next week it'll be a little stronger of a news item. Yeah, maybe next week it'll be a little stronger of a
Newsweek
section.
I mean, yeah, 3 fucking stories about the Noel Gallagher thing that they already talked about last week.
Yeah.
Slow fucking week. There was one, I should have pulled that headline. There was an article that they wrote about Sammy Hagar. He's like, I'm going to record the song that I wrote in my dreams with Eddie Van Halen. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's a fucking stretch.
Yeah, and just to sell. Get ready for it. It's coming. It's gonna be amazing.
It's like I in my dreams I wrote it with him. I'm like, God damn. And I'm sure his ghost is like, no, you didn't.
Never happened. It wasn't consensual.
I didn't visit you in your dreams, you psycho.
Yeah. Fucking too much. Was it Cabo Wabo?
Too much Cabo Wabo over there. He drinks and drives at 55 or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was the only news, so I didn't have anything to kind of open. I guess we kind of did open monologue on the news, but
yeah,
just to hit on the kind of cap off part of my what's new. Yeah, I had a lot of fun recording with Scott Hamilton at the FX Loop. He was a man down, needed a guy, and I was like, oh,
when's that episode drop already?
It's already out. Yeah, so I think it dropped today.
Nice.
That we're recording. So by the time you hear it on Wednesday, I'll link it linked it in the description of our podcast, and I also joined him on his Patreon, so you can check that out.
Damn,
for $1 a month.
All access, dude. They let you in there.
Yeah, just getting after it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun catching up with Scott. Because you talk to people and kind of text back and forth, and then you're like, oh yeah, I haven't talked to him probably in over a year, and then they're still doing Google Meet. Google says that they're stopping that. Like, hey, you got to use Hangouts. You got to use fucking chat or Meet or whatever.
And then you go, oh yeah, make me.
Or they're doing Google Hangouts.
We're just warning you.
Whatever the hell it is. The one that we used to use that never had any problems.
Yeah.
They're still using that. I'm like, no problems. And Google's like, we're going to pull this one day.
Even today, I thought we were having problems with Zoom. Yeah, it was actually just me. I did the freak out. God damn it! It updated today. Fuck.
You pulled the me where I'm like, I'm gonna blame every fucking other person.
Yeah,
including Zoom, because Zoom updated. They did something where they did nothing. Because you look at the release notes. I'm like, what did we do? Fix bugs. The fuck you mean?
Oh,
what
cool.
Bugs?
Yeah,
I have a fucking.
It was working perfectly fine.
I have a bug floating around this room somewhere. I'm trying to get this
get
motherfucker.
Get Zoom on that.
Get his ass. No, they released bugs.
Yeah, so I was freaking out. It was this buzzing noise because it was actually coming through. You could hear it.
I couldn't hear it. You could
initially. Well, you couldn't hear it initially when I first logged on.
Nope.
Okay. Anyways, I had some pedals hooked up, so I unhooked it, and then the cable was buzzing. I'm like, okay, unplug the cable, and then I'm talking to you. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, man, I still fucking hear this thing. I'm like, what in the hell is it?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well, fuck. Zoom updated this dumb bitch of a program. So I close, I'm, all right, let me just go. So I close out Zoom, still here. I'm like, what? And I go to I'm like, let me just restart. Because I'm starting to go through the Focusrite to see if maybe something's wrong with the Focusrite.
Yeah.
I go to restart, and I still have a Reason session open. And it wasn't saved. And so it was like, hey, are you sure you want to save this? I'm like, okay, fine. So I saved it. And then once it closed, it was gone. I'm like, oh, I had a track monitoring, and it was just it was just feedbacking. It was just doing a buzz.
You're like, I'm stupid.
Yeah, I'm so, I didn't even have to restart my computer.
Well, it was the, month-long saga of going over Zoom and using your old Focusrite or whatever. And then I'm like, it's the Apollo's fault, da-da-da. Yeah. And it kind of... No, it wasn't really. It was Zoom's with that fucking true sound or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And nowhere, ever. I should make a fucking video of that. Of put
Turn this off.
Put just the description, nothing but keywords and key searches of what people would search for when they're pissed.
Why is Zoom fucking me over?
Zoom doesn't fucking work with fucking UAD. And no videos actually explain. It's like, yeah, make sure it's hooked up. And I'm like, and make sure
Thanks.
you choose the Apollo as your audio source. I'm like, yeah, I've done that. What else?
Keep going. Oh, that's it.
Subscribe for more. Like and subscribe.
Help me move out of my mom's basement.
Hit that bell for more useful, helpful, concise, smart, eloquently spoken videos.
In the comments, I reported this video for misinformation. Google's on your ass.
I reported this for hate speech. Because I hate everything you said, pal.
You just light the guy up for no reason. There's a copyright strike. You copyright the audio of his video.
Up. Yeah, fuck his ass up. Because I have a problem. And you put out free information. And then you didn't help solve my problem in 6 minutes. Fuck you. I'm a fuck
wasting my time.
Wasted. Yeah, anyways, so Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good?
Well, I think I've talked about my AC unit acting up, right?
I don't think so.
It is. No?
Okay, we talked about how that thing's been blowing 24/7.
Yeah. It has been very reliable up until, recently.
It wasn't.
Yeah, up until... I just don't like when it doesn't do a good job.
It's been pretty reliable until it wasn't anymore.
Okay, so the other day, night at like 3 a.m,
yeah,
it started making this like, so AC units, right? They have like an outdoor unit which basically cools and sends in. It's push. I don't know how it exactly works, but I know there's a fan inside the house, right? That forces the air through a condenser, through like a radiator, basically, right?
Yeah,
and it cools it down. Has refrigerant in it, right? It was like I said, like 3 or 3:30 in the morning. It was going like, it was making this like horrible noise.
Yeah,
2 nights in a row,
and it's only like at night. When
of course,
3 o'clock it has to be 3 o'clock. It can never be like maybe midnight. And I can maybe do something or like at 10 p.m.
Yeah, either a cat shitting on my arm, the neighbors are blasting music, or the AC sounding like it's going to take off and blow through the roof.
Yeah.
Okay? Just like in the middle of the house, just puts a fucking 4-foot hole in the roof.
Where's the AC unit? Or you said there's
it's like in the middle. It's central in the house. It's like right next to the bathroom.
Okay. Is that kind of closet or whatever next to the bathroom?
It's like a half door looking thing.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, you've talked about it. It's like where you fucking just, fucking wreck shop in the fucking bathroom, and then the fan.
Oh, you gotta be
right
real
there,
careful.
And it just sucks it all in. And
as soon as that
cold
shit
air.
As soon as you know your shit has submerged, it's done its swan dive into the water. You flush.
Yeah, you pull ripcord now.
You just flush it immediately.
Because if not, then you're gonna get just nice frosted shit air throughout the whole house.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, wow.
Your wife's
it's like porta potties in the Antarctic. It's great.
your wife's working in the back office, and she's like, "All right, answering emails." It's like, what?
Yeah, it's like just spreads like a sickness. Just like,
hey, I'm off to work, baby. See ya.
Yeah, bye. So
you get enough yourself to remember me by.
Yeah, do not let your shit steep in the toilet. All right.
Yeah.
No green tea.
Yeah.
Style. Yeah.
This is yellow, let it mellow. Brown, let it mellow. It's my style.
just flood. Yeah. So that was doing that, right? All I did was I turned the AC off. At night, I'm like, I can't deal with this. And the next day, it was no problems, right?
Yeah.
And then it happened again.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it off, and then I actually took apart like the unit. I looked at it. There's nothing stuck in the fan. So I didn't take apart everything. I just looked in that one panel where the fan was. Fan's fine. Free spins. There's nothing jammed in there. I don't know why it would be doing that. And then I put it back together. It's been like a month since it happened.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's been really humid here. It's been raining recently. It's been humid. And there was like water on the floor next to the AC unit. And there was like like puddle in like on the carpet. I'm like, shit. So I'm trying to clean that up. I'm like, okay, well, this is coming from the AC unit. Is it because it's been raining? Is it just like a leak coming through where like the vent is, or what? You know, I'm like, fuck. So, all right, well, here we go. I just start taking panels off. I'm like looking at the condensation line. So, you know, it's kind of like a car when it's running AC, it drips, right? It drips on the underside of the car, right? Yeah. Like someone goes, "Oh, you're spilling water." It's like, my AC's on, asshole. Or you're dripping your oil's. It's the AC running, okay?
AC, you piece of shit.
AC, you DC out of here, okay? You dick.
Look here,
Anyways.
AC, ass cock, that's you. Boom, got him. Get out of here.
Oh, boom. He's like, ooh. He runs away. So.
What's up? He says, your ass, my face, what's up? No, wait.
No,
my face, around. Your ass, what's up? Get out of here, hard ass. Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
He's talking to a kid. He's like, my face, your ass, what's up? I mean, your ass, my face. Little kid is like,
So I don't know anything about ACs. I just been kind of like
going at it like with a fucking monkey wrench a couple times and just scratch your ass. And you're like, I think I did.
Dent the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Just destroy it.
Dong, dong.
Perfect. No, I kind of attack it like,
bitch.
You know, like my work that I do. I work on machines and stuff. So, all right, well, this is kind of the same situation. It's got power coming in. You know, it's got, here's your drain that you have for your blah, blah. It's trying to do this. It's, you know, anyway, so trying to attack it the same way. And I'm like, okay, where's this water coming from? Pull it all apart, pull the filter. Filter is fucking, like, the paper filter that's in there is, like, collapsed. It's like, it looks like a freaking, like, I don't even know what shape that is. It's just, like, all edges are collapsed. I'm okay, that's probably not good. And I'm like, okay, that's probably why it was making that horrible noise.
Yeah.
It was like buffeting. It was like pulling air, and it was like inconsistent going through. Clean the filter, which was disgusting, and then the actual condenser had it had so much shit on it that it was actually the condensation line was clogged. So I just had to clean it out, and this is at like 10 o'clock at night. So I'm like, you know what, let's just fucking do this right now. We're doing it.
That's it.
You know?
We're fucking doing it. You put your fucking AirPods in, and you're going, boom, boom, dun, 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 dun. Is that Home Depot theme?
Bum, 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 dum, 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 dum.
And then both of your cats are just like, they're on the counter just vibing.
So anyways, I was able to clean it out. I just took like water and you can't like touch any of these components because they're like the coil, you can fuck it up really easily.
Yeah.
So it's like really it's like tinfoil. So anyways, cleaned it down. I still have a job to do in there. There's all this dust underneath the machine, and that's what's been pulling in and then getting to the water, like the drain, and clogging it up. And it was just pouring over the side. It's like the way it works is like this like plastic shield, and it makes like a J shape, and then the condenser sits in there, so it drips onto that, and then, but it was causing it. Sorry, my hands are off, but it would cause it to overflow off that little J tray.
Yeah.
It's like super shallow.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, cleaned it out. Fucking working like a champ.
Yeah.
Now.
Spinning like a
top. I just like, it feels good. Like I installed the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Right. I installed the washer and dryer. They did those, but I did it. I did the venting for it.
Yeah.
I did the hot water heater, which that would have cost a shitload.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. And, you're just fucking Mr. Fix It.
Yeah, and then did the AC. That would have been like, I still have to clean it.
Bob Vila's home again. Old Kyle Vila.
This old house with Bob Vila.
With Kyle back there.
Anyways, so the AC's fine now. I just need to clean it, like I said. I got some coil cleaner, so I'll spray it in there, and it basically will eat all that nasty. I don't even know what this stuff is. It's like, not mold, but it's like growth. It's like brown and it's like filmy. So like when I rinsed it down, it looked like little blankets going down the freaking.
It'd be like
tube.
shit that's in the air then.
Yeah, it's like dust and whatever grows in the water once it gets in there.
Yeah,
but you gotta clean it up. Have some alcohol spray.
Hell yeah!
And I gotta vacuum out.
Tall boys in there.
Yeah, pour some fucking my Allstad. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, what
this
are you
is
drinking?
a local beer here.
Amber.
Yeah, it's an amber.
Oh, is that what we had when we were getting German
yeah,
food?
we went to Fredericksburg. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's not made in my town, but it's made in
Texas,
in hill country, dude.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool spot. I like that a lot.
Yeah. We can go back there if you want, but it's pretty touristy. Like I said, tackling things never really have done before. Mm-hmm. So far, killing it. So driving manual truck now, dude. I'm fixing AC units. Yeah, I've driven it a couple times. I think
that's a big ass truck.
It's huge.
The one you're
it's
driving
like
that bastard around.
It's like yours, but it's like the size of yours, but it's way heavier. Like it feels way heavier. But I don't know what it is with
cab,
the
though.
Yeah, full cab.
So it's even bigger, and then
you bigger than yours.
8-foot bed?
Yeah.
Or is it 10-foot?
No, it's an 8-foot
extended bed.
Yeah.
Don't kid yourself, pal.
Whoa, calm down. No, it feels.
I mean, on mine, the turning radius sucks ass.
Yeah, it's not that good in this.
I had
either.
to swing out and then swing in to do a U-turn, and people are like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "No, trust me, I have to do this." And then I'm like, it's all the way.
You're a full
barely
lock.
Make it.
Your power steering pump. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it feels like a sports car driving that thing. Also, I'm not good. I've never driven manual, but it feels like you're part of the. It's funny because it feels like you're part of the road. You're part of the vehicle because the truck needs you to shift, which is true, right? But it feels great. You're like, in my head, I'm like,
that's
one,
everything that
two.
manual drivers say.
Yeah, I know, but it's true. It is true.
When I drive, I'm one with my car. It feels like I'm making love to my car.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Automatic
Jesus
drivers.
Christ.
Yeah, no, I drive a Dodge.
I drive a blue car. I drive a fucking
my car's red.
Dodge Avenger. Dude, the Dodge Avengers and Dodge Stratus are like the number one car you see in scrap yards. They're like, it's like they bought them all at the same time and realized, fuck, we got too many of these and no one's pulling parts from because they're all here. No one's.
So the other day, so I did one of your moves back when you used to, drive your El Camino around all the time. We used to do the thumbs up whenever you would see a classic car or do like that. I did that. I saw my exact truck. So it could be 03, 04 with a shitty Lear bed cover, white, his own dents and fucking scrape paint marks on it. And I just did because we were both kind of at where we were at a light. And then I gave him thumbs up. He gave it to me as well. And then we drove.
You're like a Jeep dude now.
I think,
that's what Jeep people do.
I think he definitely knew the joke because it's like what we got ain't what people want. And we both just did look, we locked eyes and we thumbs up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's what Kyle will like this.
In California, I deal with Vic dudes.
Yeah.
Other guys in Vic's.
Only person who's gonna. Yeah.
We had you drive on the highway and you're like speeding next to him for a good couple exits, or drove up to Ramona one time, which is like a 30-mile drive.
Yeah.
And that was like the whole way. I was driving with a windy roads, just it's like, get out on the highway. It just feels like you're like in a movie, like, hell yeah, dude. And then he's parting off. He's
I need a remedy for diesel and dust.
Yeah.
Kyle, you're like, yes.
I need a remedy of diesel and dust. I love that song.
Not
Not diesel.
And you're driving your with an ethanol car or whatever.
Yeah, E85. Just yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was fun. It was definitely fun. But I know the feeling, dude. Vic.
Well,
there are some Vic groups.
Well, it's funny because my car is nothing to write home. It's like the basic broke. I think you've talked about it. It's like the F-150 is like the most popular truck because it's like everybody has one, and it's like not special. It's not really that good. But they just put so many out there. Yeah, and then I have the friend of the show who just does not like Fords, buddy Joe from Just Surprise Me. He's like, I fucking hate Fords.
That's fine.
And I'm like, I've never had a problem with them.
No, they're great. They're good. They're good vehicles. You don't see a whole lot of Chevys and Dodges, by the way, from the same years. Just saying. No, yeah. I see some. And maybe that's just because they made so many of them. But I made so many Fords.
Because of the Fords, yeah. I know. Eventually, I'm like, I have no fucking money, but eventually, I'm like, I want to save up. I think I want to get a Ranger, dude. I think you convinced me. Yeah, get one of those new Rangers.
You should look at the pricing.
The giant ones, monster truck ones.
They're not. But you should look at the pricing. I watched a Donut Media thing. No, I think they're.
Aren't they up there? They're like over.
Oh yeah, like
they're
going
40,000.
More than that.
Fuck. They should be way less.
Missed your opportunity, dude.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get a fucking e-bike.
Yeah, just do what Johnny's doing.
Yeah, that seems like the move.
Yeah.
I fucking just X Games that shit to work. Just go over fucking curbs and shit like, yeah.
Oh my God, he's in X Games mode.
He's in X Games mode.
Yeah.
All I do is hop a curb like, ooh. Just
shit.
Do that in the air. Anyways.
So we haven't done your what's new, right?
I kind of cut in McFly at the beginning.
Okay.
Talking about the FX loop. Check it out again.
Yeah.
But so I did have a big week. So
yeah.
I brought in my recycling. So my whole extended truck bed full of just bottles and cans and shit like that.
Yeah.
Apparently I live.
Well, you were worried about some vagrant, moving in and stealing all those your booty.
Because I live back there like Oscar the Grouch. I'm like, there's no room for two back here, pal. So I brought that in. I sorted and crushed everything the day before. So I had a 3-day weekend here. It was kind of productive,
Damn.
I feel like.
Jealous.
And so I sorted all my cans and bottles, crushed all the bottles and cans that I could. Not the glass ones, didn't crush those.
Yeah, make sure you wear shoes.
Yeah. And then I hauled on in $113.
Damn.
Pretty good, huh? Man. It's quite the booty.
Yeah. It's almost like the way I look at recycling is kind of like they stole that money from you already. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like taxes.
Taxation without representation.
without California redemption value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CRV is bullshit.
Yeah, no, they took that from you. You know? I mean, I get it. I do get it, but I hate it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
continue.
I, brought them all in, and I did have one of the guys next to me. He was Myron. He was admiring my haul because he had also an F-150, not the same year, so we didn't do the nod, thumbs up. But he had his whole bed full of just bags of recycling, and then he was like, "Oh man, you really got this down." I'm like, "This ain't my first rodeo, pal." I said, "No, I didn't. I wasn't a dickhead." I was like, "Yep, spent a good amount of my Sunday crushing and sorting all these." to make it easy to put them and get them cashed in. He's like, oh, damn. It's like, normally I would just have my kids do that. I'm like, oh, so a job for children. I did. Yes, you're right. He's like, but nothing was sorted. It was like everything was just mixed. And so he's spending a bunch of time sorting everything.
Yeah.
Nothing was crushed. So he's taking up like 20 fucking cans. I had 9.
Damn.
So, but everything's packed like, fucking in there. I'm getting in there. And then, so, he's like, man, you and then, he was there before I got there and he was there after I left. And then
Jesus.
so I'm like, man, that sucks ass. But this is how you recycle on, this is your tips and tricks on recycling. People might come to the podcast thinking like, am I going to learn anything about music and being in a band? No.
Nope.
Sorting your bottles and cans, and then you got to crush the bottles and cans, not glass, before you get there. So you maximize the ROI of your the JOI of your can size.
The ROI? It's the ROI of your JOI.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so it wasn't as much as I've had in the past. I've had better, but 113, nothing to shake a stick at. It's not like it was like I went and did that for like $7, right? Yeah, so 113.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Killing me.
$113. So I did that, and you know what I did right after that? Put gas in my tank for $133.
Fuck. Damn.
And I felt so defeated because like the gas tank, hey, low fuel or whatever, light came on.
Feed me.
Before I went there. I'm like, no, I can totally get to the fucking, the dump. And then I'll go find a gas station after that. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm on like, running pretty low there. Maybe got a gallon left in the tank. I'm like, all right, let's fill this up. I'm basically eyes pop out of my head, mask style.
How much is it a gallon?
It's like 5 something. It's lower than it was.
Yeah,
but it's still not under 5 at some spots. It's getting there. It's getting there. We're getting lower, but still, I'm just figuring fill the whole fucker up, whatever. It's been lasting.
It's not you're not gonna use it.
It's been lasting me about 3 weeks. So I have about a 27-gallon tank, but I just thought it was funny. I'm like, all right, spent all that time, $113. I got negative $20. I was texting with RJ. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ. And I'm like, well, the way I see it is I only had to spend $20 on a tank of gas. He's like, I guess that's one way to look at it. All that work. And then it wasn't a whole lot of work, but, some sorting and saving and da-da-da.
I get it. It's not like you're driving a Prius, but you're not driving a freaking like Panzer tank. So your gas is not that bad still. You actually drive it.
Yeah, and I'm not driving that far. But anyways, that was kind of for me. I'm like, all right, got a chore done. So at least currently, you look at the back of my truck.
You ever wash that bed out?
Probably not since like I put the fucking bed on.
It just bakes in that freaking. It's like greenhouse in there.
Yeah, just like
you got cultures growing on the side.
Yeah, alcohol, beer. Actually, yeah, I don't have any alcohol I guess.
What?
But yeah, beer cans, because all the alcohol bottles, I just they don't recycle those, or they don't.
Oh, really?
Give you a CRV for that.
For beer?
For beer they do, but not for like Jack Daniels or whatever. That's the only thing.
Why not?
I don't think it has CRV on it.
Oh,
so.
Got it. Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, beer cans, soda cans, stuff like that. So it's like just like remnants of beer and soda just baking in that the back of that truck.
Damn.
But yeah, so got that going, and so that's a win for me. And then also, I have to mention this: bought a tie rack.
Hell
from
yeah.
my closet, so I'm gonna organize my ties because what I was doing.
How many ties do you have?
Actually, a good fucking amount.
Really?
I don't know if I'm ever gonna wear them again. But back in the day when we used to play, and we used to like wear ties and button ups and stuff like that. Kind of did like the Green Day mod look of like skinny ties and stuff like that. Striped ties.
Well, you wore skinny ties, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I wore the fat ties. You know,
Mm-hmm.
help with my figure a little bit.
Well, I'm fatter now than I used to be, so I might not wear those skinny ties anymore. But so I have like probably I'm like I'm kind of at a point where I'm like I don't know if I want to get rid of them, but what I was doing is I was keeping them in an old Nike shoebox.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
like,
fine.
might as well.
Rolled up. You know, they're rolled up. They're not like twisted.
Yeah, sure, I did roll them up.
Nope.
No, I just threw them all in the fucking box. I'm like, oh, you know what? A way I can just not carry a fucking box around. I can hang this up in the fucking closet.
Yeah.
Put it in the back of the closet because I'm like, yeah, I might not need it. But I was just
Well,
like,
anyone's seeing your tie collection.
yeah. So I was just like, kind of to me, I'm like, it was like a closet, organizer way. I'm like, this is an adult purchase. And organize your life instead of putting shit in shoe boxes.
Yeah.
And it works out. Yeah, so I got them all there. I do actually still have the tie from your wedding that you gave me.
Hell
So
yeah.
I know you never had best man or bridesmaids because you kind of kept it a small thing, but you got extra ties and you gave me one. I'm like, I never wore this thing. I still kept it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I still have it. So it's on my tie rack. The only fat tie I got. Regular
From
tie.
this fat bastard.
No, yeah, I said that. I didn't mean like that. Hey, I'm fucking fat now, all right?
Only fat tie I ever got. And look at me now. Look what happened to me.
Yeah, see that
Look
thing?
what you did to me.
It's like I got a disease.
What you got there?
A disease.
It's called a black tie affair, Kyle, not a fat tie affair.
You pick up the tie, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't stop eating Kraft mac and cheese and hot eggs.
Yeah,
that's a move.
mixed together.
Yeah,
Right.
and that was like something your mom would make. I'm like, oh my god, mom's making the hits.
Yeah, mom's a fucking gourmet chef.
And then you put ketchup in there, you're like, oh, French kiss.
Yeah, like it's ketchup from like fast food, like the packets.
The
It's not even
packets.
like
You go to
what?
the ketchup drawer and pull that out. So this is a thing. Actually, well, so you're not supposed to. Are you supposed to refrigerate your ketchup?
Yeah,
You have.
I would assume.
If you go to a restaurant, they're fucking out all
Yeah.
day.
Well, those are special ones, I guess.
Yeah, and then like condiments, you're not really like you don't have to. Like Tabasco, you don't have to microwave.
No.
To refrigerate that.
Oh, excuse me. Can you microwave my Tabasco,
I want it
please?
to be hot. It is.
Yeah.
No,
I want to be double hot.
double hot.
I want to be so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like straight vinegar.
Yeah, you
So
don't
it's
have to.
not.
You don't have to.
You
Yeah.
don't have to. You have to put vinegar in a fridge.
Always a go-to is to put those fucking things in the fridge.
Yeah. I
I'm
guess
just-
you have to do mayonnaise. You have to do ranch dressing.
Okay, but mayonnaise, you on the fucking shelf, and same with pickles. Oh my god, they're on the shelf and they're not in the. They're not in the refrigerated section.
It's like last episode. You couldn't like finish a sentence.
I'm
Like me just now. A sentence.
I'm getting all fucking heated over mayonnaise.
What about pickles? Oh,
Pickles
don't get me
and
started with
mayonnaise.
pickles.
So
Well, like you're saying in the supermarket.
yeah, and then when you buy them, you have to put them in the fridge.
Yeah, because you opened it.
Oh,
You're
see.
letting bacteria in. It's like
Mm.
it's pasteurized and put inside that bottle.
Yes. Okay.
That's how fast it is. It goes past your eyes.
Yeah. So fast to crush your eyes.
So fast to crush your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So when you
I don't know.
introduce oxygen or whatever, you can basically introduce bacteria because it's everywhere.
This is gonna be another Michael Fence law. Just like, look here, you dumbass. I'm gonna post like a 2-minute YouTube video of how
Michael
stupid.
Fenslaw?
Did I say Michael?
You did.
Oh shit, Matthew Fenslaw. You're
You're
like,
screwed.
dude, I'm already texting him.
Yeah. Look at this bastard. It's not even up yet. I'm like, you better be ready. I can't tell you what it is now, but you better be ready.
Yeah, it's just another video because I'm like, I still, how bridges get built over water.
Yeah.
But, that's still it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. There's different bridges, Brian.
Yeah.
There's different methods and building them.
Yeah, and then fucking mayonnaise. That's pretty.
How
cool.
do they make mayonnaise?
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
What, you don't like
basically
mayonnaise?
emulsified. It's emulsified oil.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
This podcast sucks ass.
Yeah, man, we suck today.
Yeah, I think we're just tired. Man, let's,
Modern Marvels, dude.
We should
still need to watch that. How it's made. Just turn. You know what? Just do a screen share and let's just watch some YouTube. Let's just finish this out.
Watch along. Modern Marvels, how it's made. Anyways, we got a topic. Let's do a quick topic. And get
we actually have a topic today.
Okay, so let's see. I did have a way that I wrote this down. Okay, so you have a let's say you have a friend who
I don't have friends.
Doesn't listen to who doesn't listen to, hasn't listened to, or really given time to a genre. Let's say it's pop punk. What are 5 songs that for you would be like, oh, this would be a good what was it? Primer, whatever. A good, course. Primer?
Yeah, fuck. Did you say primer?
I thought it was primer.
Who says that?
Well, primer's what you fucking put on the wall.
It's also something it's just something that you do. You prime something.
Yeah, you do TSP.
Doesn't have to be a freaking on a wall.
TSP, then primer, then okay,
then love.
Yeah. So,
introduction.
Right? I guess for you, quintessential songs for pop punk.
Yeah.
So if somebody's, because I think I've done this with Will Lehue. He's like, okay, well, I don't really listen to this genre. Not that I hate it or whatever. I think he's even said I could do without this, like a Bang, Marry, Kill pop punk. I could never listen to it.
Dang.
And I'd be fine. But what would I was like, I kind of fucked up because I gave him albums. So listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. And I know albums. If you're not into a band, and like listening to 12 songs is like that's a rough one, I tell you.
Yeah.
So
to find the one song that you thought that you actually liked, or
whereas like you can do like 5 songs for somebody to listen to. What would be the jam to go to? So I kind of put that up to you. Maybe we can go down a list here, and we can link a Spotify playlist for people to listen along to these. So for YouTube, I am not going to put like any like song clips because we will get demonetized, or not even we'll get flagged right away.
Yeah.
But I think for maybe some of the audio only listeners, might put a little bit of song clips in here. But all right, so Kyle, what's of your 5 songs, what's the first one you got?
Well, I picked songs I thought you weren't going to pick, by the way. All right. So I tried to like do a little bob and weave type situation, sting like a butterfly, hit like a bee kind of situation, you know?
And I guess we didn't, I didn't like, after everything that I said, I still didn't like set it up. Kyle and I, we like pop punk. We grew up listening to it. So that's why we can usually speak to it. So that's why I chose the genre pop punk. We might do this again for other ones too that we like. But so for pop punk, what was the first one you chose?
First one, I picked All American Rejects, The Last Song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like I said.
Yeah, no, that I like that. Like,
all right, so it's such a great song. It's at the end of like their first record. It's really good.
A lot of downstrokes, a lot of the
muted,
chugs.
Yeah, so it's got a lot of that.
Super melodic singer.
Yep. What do you got? You want me to read through my list, or do you want?
No, I'll go through.
Go back and forth.
So I have one of the goats on mine. It's not my favorite, but I think it's like could be a quintessential pop punk song.
Yeah.
From this band, Blink-182, The Rock Show.
Okay.
It's got that super simple like like, and where it's like the chord progression changes, whereas the main riff is like and then the drums are all over the place. He's solid, but he's like doing tons of fills that everybody's just like, yes.
Yeah.
Drummers love the shit out of it because it sounds like a lot of fun to play. Has a lot of energy just in the drums, a lot of like pickups and kind of shit like that. And it's like, okay, high energy, not super fast. It's not like, double time or anything. And it's, melodic. And it kind of has that like pop punk, like singing like you're a kid still, which, isn't for everyone. So I understand that.
Well, with Blink, there's like every song is iconic and pop punk. Even, it goes back, so I'm surprised you were able to pick this one. I would say First Date is even more, off the same record.
Yeah. So you chose First Date, right?
No, I didn't. I got rid of it. After you hinted that you were going to talk about this record, I was like, I'm out.
You can't, we can't cross streams.
Yeah.
And it's not my favorite record. It's not my favorite song, but I think it's like one of the pop punk songs. 'Cause I think of Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which it's funny. Like here's an, I guess admission. I never got that title until like, I think within the last like 3 years.
What?
Maybe 5 years. I'm 34. So I think definitely like before I hit my 30s, I was like,
no, come on.
Because I didn't think about it. I did not think about it until I
How did I know? Sheltered Kyle.
Because I thought it was like literally because they had a picture of like pants, a jacket, and a plane taking off. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I like that. That's cool. It's Rasta. They probably smoke weed.
Yeah, it's the colors.
And everything else distracted me except for the title. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Dang.
Anyways, I mean, how stupid I was as a child and a man.
Yes.
He's a fucking stupid man.
Okay. All right. So, and I hated the song when it came out because it wasn't to me pop punk, but like, okay, I kind of given it like a little leeway.
Yeah.
But it's Sugar, We're Going Down Swinging.
Okay.
It's Fall Out Boy. So I think definitely, and it's a little slower, right? But it still hits that like, melodic kind of, and they have like heavy guitar sounds in that. And I actually like listening to, I can't hear the bass in that song at all, but the
guitar,
heavier guitar sounds. Okay, it's fun. And it's a fun song,
Mm-hmm.
It's not like your traditional, the whole time. It's just, it's slower, right?
Yeah, that's a surprise for me that you'd say.
I know.
It's not a bad song. I think.
Well, I'm trying. This is introduction. We don't want to slap them with aliens exist.
Yeah.
And Dumpweed and the Travis, Tom, Mark, and Travis show. We don't want to just throw them into that.
That would be
That's
the
piranha
one.
territory.
I would be If you're gonna listen to an album, just listen to Mark, Tom, and Travis show. From Blink-182.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. And that's a band I think when we were younger, not very big fans of My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy. I kept wanting to be like My Chemical MCR. I'm like, that's what MCR stands for. My Chemical Romance. Yeah. And then nowadays I can go back and listen to at least the stuff that was going on when we were, in it.
Not Okay. Whatever. I'm Not Okay is a good song.
I like the Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. I like that album.
The album's good.
And then the Cork Tree or whatever the hell it was from Fall Out Boy. It's not bad. Yeah. It's good. So, cool. I had, for my next one, is Sum 41.
Yeah.
I had Summer. So it was a song that was recorded twice. So it was on All Killer No Filler. And then it was also on, 30 minutes or whatever the hell, Half Hour Power. That's what it was. So it was like...
Close.
Yeah, it was like 29 and 59 seconds.
It was 30 Minutes of Electricity was the first name that they came up with.
Yeah. Half Hour Power, which is funny because you look at the CD, it runs to 29 minutes and 59 seconds.
Yeah, it's like they stop
right before 30 minutes.
So dumb.
So, Summer, and you listen to like it's like it's just like a rock out with your guitar and like you're a kid and you're like, I know a riff.
Yeah.
And like, and then like the lead guitar line is just an octave up and down kind of thing. And you're like, and Dave Brown sound was way better guitarist, and that's the riff he wrote because it just it fit the fucking song. Yeah. So yeah, that's for me.
Sum 41, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why I went with this next one, which you probably. I mean, this one I kind of pulled. Oh, it's not really, but we'll see. I mean, okay, hold on. I'm just like mumbling words now. Jimmy Eat World. I picked 2 songs for them actually, so but I'm putting them on the same line. Jimmy Eat World, Pain, which is more on the rock side, I guess, but it's still, I mean, Pain, and then also Big Casino, but not necessarily pop punk, I guess, but
yeah, definitely.
I was feeling it, and I put them on the list. So fuck you.
It's my list, bitch.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy Eat World has always played with pop punk bands, but they're definitely more of like.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I feel, put them on the list, but they're not really.
No, they're pop punk. They're definitely in there for sure. They're definitely
pop rock, maybe.
Yeah, pop rock.
Yeah.
They're in there. So they
always
would tour with Blink and tour with like Taking Back Sunday and shit.
Yeah, and they were more like young adult problems, not young like teenager problems. Like
I fell in
the lyrics and stuff.
At the rock show.
Yeah.
Life sucks. I know.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. All right. Well, the next one I had was Phoebe Cates from Phoenix TX. The lyrics of the song are so fucking fun. It's really
talking about jerking off. Okay.
Yeah, really well written. It's funny because it's talking about falling in love with the actress Phoebe Cates.
Yeah.
And
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, there's so many like callbacks to that and the movies that she's been in, and then it's I think it's cleverly written, so not well written.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be like, oh, let's look to this for some inspiration. I'm like, it's clever, and then
we have a real William Shakespeare here.
Yeah, and then
Bill Shakespeare.
the drums are pretty flashy, but tamed enough guitar wise. They're doing just what they need to, and then they so the lead lines aren't going nuts, but then they get to the chuggy parts where they need to. I like it. And then Will Salazar, great vocalist. He's really, really good. So it's a favorite of mine for sure.
Yeah, it's good.
So
I actually had that song on my list, and then you heard me playing it, and you're like, oh, that's a good one. I'm like, fuck you. Once again, I'm moving on. So it took me forever to build my list, so you should be happy that we've made it here.
Yeah.
Next one is Yellow Card, Ocean Avenue. Oh, it's like
these are all like ones that I'm like, I never
eclectic
could hear you listen to this.
Yeah.
But
I
mean,
that song.
Definitely, I can't. I say definitely so much, but I can't. I'm not like definitely are throwing me for a loop for your list here. I like it. I like it. Kyle,
it's my job.
When he moved out to Texas, he opened up his mind. Yeah. Open his heart, open his mind when he's out there.
That psychedelic brisket they serve out here.
Yeah, he's just like, this is the new shaman out there.
Yeah.
Get the portobello mushrooms out there.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's good. It's a good song. I mean, I think it's it's a well written song. It's interesting sounding.
Fuck, man, I'm getting nostalgic listening.
I'm getting all bricked up,
like
listening
to the list here. I'm like, I want to go listen to Ocean Avenue.
Yeah,
I did listen to. It's not on my list. I listened to like Young and the Hopeless the other day, the album. I'm like, this is I like this. And it's such a lifestyle, rich of the famous, and I'm like, yes,
hell yeah.
And then Ocean Avenue. I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah,
And then
and it's funny. I think most of these have music videos that I've. Every time I mention them, I think of like the music video. I think all of these do. Maybe not Big Casino, but yeah, all of these do. Anyways, keep going.
The next one I guess we got a couple left here. Millencolin. I chose Devil Me. Dang. That is a good.
I mean, that's a good song.
Yeah.
But you didn't go with No Cigar?
I was gonna say that, but to me, I just like Devil Me more. That was always the Tony Hawk, Dave Mirra like combo. Is like they hit you with a fucking bunch of Millencolin songs. So you're fucking
every Millencolin song is like on a video game somewhere.
Yeah, it's the like playing video game like combo, and I chose Devil Me just because I like the opening where it's just like drums, vocals, and bass guitar, where it just hits like everything's simple. It's just like got, and then the drum, bass is just doing like, the chord progression. So he's not doing like bass lines.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of like walking or, any runs or fills, none of that, but just like playing and then he's singing. And it sounds more complicated than it is just because it fits so well. And then, it definitely punches in with the whole band. And then, does every part that you want in a pop punk song, I think.
Yeah. I would say I'm looking on Spotify right now. No Cigar has 69 million nice plays. By the way.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Hell yeah. And that's way above. Yours is even on the top, like 5. So.
Yeah, this is not Spotify's playlist.
No, I don't care.
No.
That's what I go off of. I go off of other people's suggestions, and that is my personality.
That's how I think. Whatever this like multi-billion-dollar company tells me to think, that's what I think.
Yeah,
they're smart, and so am I.
I got another one.
It's your last one, right?
My last one. This is Midtown. Give It Up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's why they're going a little darker. More mysterious.
Ooh. Oh, I was scared even writing it down. That's one of my favorite songs, I think, just because of the bass line. And it's like such a simple bass line, but it's maybe not. I don't know. It's just a fun song.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Midtown. Give It Up.
Yeah.
Anyways,
because the first one was like a movie off of Living Well is the Best Revenge.
Let me stop you here.
That's a good one too.
Give It Up has 6,900,000 listens on here. So I'm just picking the 69th. Actually, that's how I picked my whole list.
Yeah, good. Check the fucking numbers on all of them. Well, my last one here is.
Yeah.
It's actually another Tony Hawk classic. Love the classics. Gotta love the classics. Lagwagon, May 16th.
Oh, dang.
And I really do like the version that they did, I think, live in a dive on Fat Records.
Yeah.
They did it live at House of Blues. And, yeah. I'm like, that's like the pop punk, just like... bunch of riffs, bunch of chord, power chord rock, just going back and forth. And it's got the energy the whole way through. And maybe I'm just connecting it with like Tony Hawk, but I'm like, it's still one you could pop on. And I think that band actually is music wise. Lagwagon is very proficient in their instruments. Because one time they did a record, because I think they probably were into like metal back in the day. So they're all really fast and really technical players, but they ended up kind of finding success in the skate punk, pop punk stuff.
Yeah.
They did a record that like, let's kind of do like the thrash metal kind of shit that we like. And people were like,
yeah.
And so like, can you go back? And it's like, okay, fine. So, but you hear on the live record, they do a lot of like, they'll throw in like little, like, some stank on things that you hear and you're like, oh, that's not what they kind of did on the record. It's like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Or they do like, a little bit of solos here and there. You're like, what was that? So Yeah, Lagwagon for sure. And he chose the most basic bro song of theirs. And I think that's a great list. I want to make that into a Spotify playlist that if like for us, if you're going to get into pop punk, maybe you listen to the podcast and you're like, I have no respect for pop punk and I don't like it. But I guess I'll maybe try to give it a shot. I'll give 10 songs a shot. So it's less than an album. I think you snuck an extra one in, right? So 11 songs.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I did.
That's less than an album. Because I know giving somebody like, oh, here's 3 albums, check them out. That's a lot to chew on when you when you actually think about it. If I was like, hey Kyle, check out this band, 1 album, you're like, oh fuck.
If you have someone in the car on a road trip, that's the best way. Lock the doors, roll up the windows. We're listening.
An album. If they're not into that band,
we're listening to the Color Spectrum. Get over yourself.
That's like what, 30 songs?
It's like 36 songs.
Yeah.
It's only 9 albums. It's like 8 albums.
Yeah, it's really just 1 album if you think about it. Don't be such a fucking
it's only 80 EPs.
Yeah. Why you gotta just bitch about it all the fucking way? Anyways, so that was like, this is a fun topic. So let's get on out of here. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
So just want to say thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We have a Facebook group linked in the description. We have an Instagram also linked in the description at the Tone Jerks, posting cool shit on the reg over there. And then we're on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Give us a rating there. Hopefully 5 stars. Only 5 stars, actually. I think it helps the podcast. I don't know. Always hear people ask for it, so like, hey, give us a rating,
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you like us, you give us
just
better.
Copy and paste. Just copy and paste like a romance novel, like a chapter or something in there.
Yeah.
You don't have to type anything. Just find something online and copy and paste it in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you write us a review, please only make it erotica.
Yeah.
And we'll read it on the air. And if you really like what you hear, you can help support us on... Well, subscribe to YouTube. So I know I kind of said like you might get a little bit more on the audio version this week, but sometimes on YouTube we'll put on like little extra clips at the end. But not this week.
You're SOL, pal.
Subscribe on YouTube. You get the video podcast. You get the videos that coming out with. I got some demos in the works. I got some guitar or some bass guitar videos coming up. So I'm working on it. Hopefully soon. I thought I was gonna get it done on the 3-day weekend. Didn't do it. But
you're too busy at the recycling center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just turning tricks over there. Shaking my can for some cans. Over there. Anyways, so YouTube linked in the description as well. But if you really like the show, you can help support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And you get an RSS feed. You got to put that in your favorite podcatcher. And then you get a bonus episode every week, and plus the whole back catalog. Get over 240 episodes to your, the too hot for the main feed podcasts. And just for the support.
What are we at now? We're at like what, 290 something for not for Patreon but for main eps, right?
I think we're at 246.
Oh, dude, I don't know what I was looking at the other day then. All right, sorry, we got quite a ways. We got like another year
until we get to 300. Yeah,
yeah. Well, we could do 250. Let's just celebrate early.
Yeah, we should.
Who knows?
We could probably.
We might never make it.
We ain't never gonna make it.
We ain't never gonna make it.
I think we should do something for 250. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah.
You should come out here. That should be it. Bam.
Not gonna make it out there in time.
I don't have to go anywhere.
Or what we should meet halfway.
Yeah, in like bumfuck nowhere. That's what it's going to be, somewhere in New Mexico.
And then we just hang out in a shitty hotel and then we all right.
It's going to be was it Deming, New Mexico?
Yeah, and then we get a hotel and a 36 pack of beer. I'm like, man, this is fucking awesome. All right. And then the next morning, drive home with a hangover.
Oh, fuck.
I love 250 episodes.
Oh, man. It'd be horrible.
Anyways, besides that, you have to look forward to. You got all the bonus podcasts. And then just for the support, we want to give you a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there?
I got it right here.
Why don't you give it to Weaver?
You say Bear? That sounds like you call me Bear.
Did you
Usually
put Colin Smith's name on there?
No, I didn't.
You gotta change it.
Was it Michael Fenslow? That's what he was doing, right?
That's what he was doing.
Okay.
But no,
put him back. I'll put him after Zach Hale.
I would, Zach Hale, Denny whacked it.
Oh, wait, so it should be
Denny
before Zach Hale. Or, yeah, with the other guys, Mike Oxbig, Huge Erection.
And Denny whacked.
Denny.
And then WHAKDIT.
WHK, was it?
WHAK DIT.
DIT. Okay. Got
Denny as in Denny's.
Yeah, he's got Denny whacked it.
We got a new one, Danny whacked.
Mel Chipson, right?
He just goes by Ian. So right. whatever.
Just Ian. No last name.
Yeah.
That's funny. The fuck's Ian? All right. I'm ready. All right. I got Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove and the Second Button Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I got Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn, Doug King, Doug Chris from 37 Effects, Joe from Masters of the Cinematic Universe. Just surprised me. They're doing all those podcasts with Doug Christ, Will Lehue from Energy Weapon. I mean, it's just these guys are just like this, you know.
And then
just like
Tony DeGraw, he comes
Signal
in,
Path Podcast
he comes in there. Well, I think he changed it, but I don't remember the name, or maybe he hasn't announced it yet. But he's also doing the Texas Boggle State Champions. Podcast, which is a King of the Hill watch along podcast. It's definitely one of my weekly podcasts. Check it out.
Nice. We got RJ Smith from Teletalks, Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin Equits from Equits Guitars, Co Schneider from Night Tides, The Band, Alvaro Viramontes, Brian Nutter of Nutter Guitars, Ian, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Fahey from Shadow Hounds,
Just
Sean
let
Wright.
that hang out. Ian, no last name. It's not like you forgot it or anything.
Nope, I didn't. It's just not there. Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects, and we got the boys. We got Mike Oxbig and Hugh G-Rection. And then we got a new name change, I guess. It's
a new one?
A new one. We'll say it's a new one. This is Denny Whacked It. So it's, you got the boys and then Denny down there. Denny Whacked It.
You got my boy, Denny Whacked It.
Hey, Denny, come over here. This is my boy, Denny Whacked It.
Yeah, he's over there. Denny Whacked It.
We got Zach Hale always following up the naughty boy list there.
Yeah.
We got
the bad boys.
The bad boys. Eric Merrill from YouTube, Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast, Tim Noack from Bardic Audio Devices, Tyler Ryans from Tyler Casey Riffs on Instagram. We got Matthew Fenslaw, Michael McVeigh.
I think Matthew Fenslaw is probably the baddest boy.
Yeah. I've seen his computer rig set up. I think you're right.
Yeah. I got to do a studio tour of his rig.
Yeah. Matthew Fenslaw, Michael McVeigh, and Matthew Davis. And that's the list.
All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next week. We love you. Boy.
Bye.